What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. This is Decentral, and today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin's price history. We're going to be talking about the fluctuations, the volatility, where price has been, where it is today, and where it could be going. Let's get into this one. So Bitcoin really started to take off in the year 2013, and it began the year trading around $13 per Bitcoin. The reason we price Bitcoin in dollars is because the US dollar is the world currency standard, and it makes it easier for us to track the price worldwide. So like I said, in 2013, the price of Bitcoin was trading around $13 per Bitcoin. By early April of 2013, Bitcoin rallied to the price of $220 briefly before dropping back down to $70 per Bitcoin by mid-April. And this price movement was the first rally and the first crash that was associated with the digital currency. In October and November of 2013, Bitcoin started to rally again. The digital currency was trading for around $100 at the beginning of October and had reached around $200 by the end of October 2013. In November, the price of Bitcoin went from $200 to $1,000 by the end of the month, doing a 5x in price. So if we skip a few years and head straight for the fall of 2017, the price of Bitcoin began to rise rapidly. And in October 2017, the price of Bitcoin broke through $5,000 and doubled again in November all the way to $10,000 per Bitcoin. But it didn't stop there, and by late December of 2017, the price of one Bitcoin nearly reached $20,000. Due to the rapid rise in price, several commentators and critics started to call it a price bubble. And the early Bitcoin investors were taking a load of profits from the huge gains they made. Weeks later, this caused the price of Bitcoin to fall rapidly to all the way back down to $7,000 per Bitcoin. And as you can see, there's a lot of volatility in the price of Bitcoin going up and down. So that was 2017. Now fast forward to 2019, and Bitcoin started to see a new resurgence in price and volume, rising in bursts to around $12,000 by July 2019. However, as history tends to repeat itself and Bitcoin's volatile price action, at the end of the year, Bitcoin's price fell back down to $7,000 per Bitcoin and has continued to fluctuate since. Now in 2020, the highest price of Bitcoin capped out about $10,000 and hit a low of about $5,000 when the traditional stock market crash happened in March due to the pandemic. But since March and the pandemic, Bitcoin has made a steady recovery and is now sitting around $13,000 per Bitcoin. It is said that Bitcoin could re-reach the $20,000 level by the end of 2020, with the possibility of going even higher and making all new time highs, breaking straight through the $20,000 level per Bitcoin, with some predicting that we could see Bitcoin reach maybe $30,000, possibly $50,000, and even $100,000 per Bitcoin in the coming years. And if you watch my video before this called What is Bitcoin, we break down the reasons Bitcoin could reach these price levels due to supply and demand and the way the Bitcoin is operated and distributed into the economy. This was just a quick breakdown of Bitcoin's price history over the last few years and the possibility of where Bitcoin could go in the future. In the next video, I'll be showing you the price of Bitcoin on the charts and also what you've all been waiting for, how and where to buy your Bitcoin at the best price. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next video. If you haven't watched the videos beforehand, go back and make sure you watch them so you understand what Bitcoin is all about before you decide to make any investment. This is Decentral. Until the next video, I'm out.